Saying, you know what the fuck going on, man. I'm in that bit with my manager, man. Geeked up.
Molly, you fool for this one.
That boy a fool. Took that nigga down, we going under, bitch, I'm really hell. This Drake, I got whole 75 rounds. This bag gon' kiss the shells. My opposition's on list, lil' bro gon' hit my bitch, gon' pay that bell. That drop, make a J twin speedy, need a fist, little shot, go get the scale. Don't ask me about no gun, I'ma look at you dumb, we ain't got shit for sale. They try to play me like a pun, feeding me crumbs, they all they food still. I'm digging until she come, that shit in her lungs, I'm drilling like a nail. Them op hoes get hung, niggas ain't done, I'm leaving, bitches pale. Young San don't fight a fuss, my clip a plus, but I can still subtract. I was locked in that cell, fucked up, boy, don't get bucked for all your food and snacks. I'm racist like the Ku Klux, I don't like niggas, but my gun black. These bullets stick like thumbtacks, I done locked in with the A-Rab. This the M92 Drake pack, that hoe can't sit in my lap. I'ma introduce you to the breakdown, trap, shoot dice and no crap. My gun pass out naps, I'm gon' put my hood on the map. And free my dumb at twin, that boy gon' spin and jump in the cab. I'm committed to my sins, I whack him again, we keep Glock 10s. Eddie took one to the chin, but when he touched down, I'm pulling up bands. I can see the hate real good, let me wipe my lens, I shoulda knew that bitch was no good. That bitch ain't never come in. That op got put in the wood, cause that boy had dropped that pen. I'm seated, I'm locked in, I ride the hood, no tent. When I'm hanging out that window with this disc, you know who spent. I had dreams of moving deuce inside a pant when I get rich. Took that nigga down, we going under, bitch, I'm really hell. This Drake, I got whole 75 rounds. This bag gon' kiss the shells. My opposition's on list, lil' bro gon' hit my bitch, gon' pay that bell. That drop, make a J twin speedy, need a fist, little shot, go get the scale. Don't ask me about no gun, I'ma look at you dumb, we ain't got shit for sale. They try to play me like a pun, feeding me crumbs, they all they food still. I'm digging until she come, that shit in her lungs, I'm drilling like a nail. Them op hoes get hung, niggas ain't done, I'm leaving, bitches pale.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. I've not been able to go live because my mic is really bad, so I'm lucky that the mic didn't give me problems today, but I'm looking towards buying another one, you know, and very soon. So for those of you guys who are watching, I want to say big shout out to each and every one of you for supporting the channel. Some of you have been a long time fan of the channel, like some of you have also like contributed in the rise and the growth of this channel. Now let's get to it right here. Zhilei, Chinese heavyweight contender, whom Joshua fought as an amateur and at the Olympics as well, gave Anthony Joshua his due credit. You know, he weighed in on the Joshua Fury saga, and he said, listen, Joshua is being disrespected too much. He's a two-time heavyweight world champion. Why the sudden disrespect? A lot of fighters dream to achieve what Joshua's achieved. Let's keep it right here. Many fighters might never achieve what Joshua achieved. And I believe that every heavyweight right now ought to give Joshua his due credit, because we're talking big money in every division right now. Who made that possible? Let's keep it right here. We talk big money. A lot of heavyweights will say, I want big money now. Who made that possible? After Mike Tyson retired, of course we know the Klitschko era. Klitschko was making some money, but you can't compare it with what Joshua. Joshua is the reason why money came back to the heavyweight division in America. Like, they had already forgotten about the heavyweights. As soon as Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, those greats, you know, hang up their gloves, there was no heavyweight. Of course, Wilder came along, but Wilder, we know, is not a draw. It wasn't a draw until Joshua came to the game. So you might say, well, Wilder did not have a good partner before Joshua. Well, Tyson Fury was in the game same time as Wilder, right? Klitschko was there. There are so many fighters that were there. If I should start listing all of them now, it will take away what I'm about to say. So basically, the biggest names around that time was Klitschko. Tyson Fury was not a big name. You know, Klitschko was the main man to beat. And, well, Wilder did not fight Klitschko. Alexander Povetkin was there. You know, there was sort of money, but you cannot compare to what Joshua brings to the table. Joshua made Andrews Jr. a millionaire. Do you know what it takes to make a fighter a millionaire overnight? That's kind of impossible. If you fight anybody that fights Joshua, become automatically rich. You know, it's like an automatic. Is like blood money. You know, fighting Joshua brings you wealth automatically. So I believe all these guys talking swag about Joshua, saying stuff. Oh, he's finished. He's this, he's that. I mean, you guys ought to like be thanking Joshua for what he did. But anyway, before we actually, you know, weigh him on this subject right here, and if you're watching, do not mind to comment on the live chat. Let me see. And big ups to each and every one of you that support the channel. Now, let's hear from Zhang Zhilei. Because this guy right here, like, he's a refighter. I mean, we all saw his last fight against Egovic. I think he won that fight. He was robbed in that fight. Believe you me, he was robbed. In my opinion, Zhang Zhilei is still an undefeated boxer, professional boxer.
福利和约书亚的事情吵得沸沸扬扬的，但是我想说两句我的心里话。没有人尊重约书亚，他是拳王，他应该得到尊重，我尊重他。我感觉浪费拳迷的精力，我希望给拳迷更精彩的比赛，而不是一些口舌之战。I want big fights. 最近
Well, you heard it from the man, the myth, the lion, Zhang Zhilei. The only Chinese heavyweight right now that can, I think, beat 70% of the heavyweights. He's too quick, very fast, very explosive. He's a southpaw and a tricky one for that matter. A lefty, he's got all the tools. So if you look at Joshua's resume and people like, let's just look. If you look at Joshua's amateur record, bro, Joshua beat guys like Zhang Zhilei, guys like Joe Joyce. So you cannot just all of a sudden say where Joshua is no longer Joshua, because all of a sudden, yeah, we know that Joshua has not been the same. For I don't know, man, since winning the world, like I think since the Andrews Jr. fight, he's not really committed in the fight. He's not really committing like the way he should be. Because if you're a fighter, you've got to commit. Come on, man. Like maybe that has to do with money. Maybe Joshua don't really believe in himself like that anymore. I don't know, man. But it's very sad to see how Joshua is being disrespected. But Joshua has already vowed to come back and come back strong. And it's just one of those things you look forward to. The Fury fight should be happening, but we all know Fury is a coward. Fury is what? Like, it's nice to see that the British fans have now they are now beginning to see the real Fury. And it's funny how even guys that were rooting for Fury are now saying, listen, they are rooting for Joshua. They feel like Fury is tricky. You know, one moment he wants to be the undisputed. The other moment he doesn't want. One moment he wants to like he wants to fight for free. The other moment he doesn't want. One moment is like, oh, he's donating his pause splits to charity, and the matter just dies like that, and we don't hear anything from it anymore. So listen, a lot of British fans are not having Fury's usual business or usual misconduct anymore.
Eddie Hearn.
They are fed up, and yeah, he's one of them right here. His name is Andy Goldstein. That's Goldstein. That's German. Goldstone. Stone filled with gold. Very interesting. So here's it right here, speaking on the fight, and he's fed up.
Tyson Fury, shut up. Right? Honestly, you're driving me and the rest of the boxing world just bonkers with the nonsense that you're spouting now. Right? Leave the professional work, the contract side of things, to Frank Warren. He knows what he's doing.
Eddie Hearn.
And Eddie Hearn, he knows what he's doing. And they will, together, get this fight on for the British public. Right? I'm just, as a boxing fan, I'd love to hear from boxing fans about if you're team Fury or if you're team Joshua. Because as this fight was getting not close to being made, but when I'm thinking, do you know what, Tyson Fury all day long, right? But now with what's going on, there was a time, I think it was in July, where Tyson Fury came out and said he'd fight Anthony Joshua for free tickets and free TV for the fans, right? Nonsense. Then he said he's going to retire. Nonsense. He's coming out of retirement. Then he's going to fight AJ. Nonsense. Then he said the contract, you got 24 hours to sign it, otherwise it's off, right? 24 hours pass, the deal's off, that's it, it's never happened again. It's back on to... Honestly, as a boxing fan, Tyson Fury, shut up.
Do you know what it is?
Because I'm just getting bored of it now. I want the fight, you want the fight. Millions upon millions of boxing fans want this fight, right?
Yeah.
So Tyson Fury, step back, let Frank Warren deal with Eddie Hearn. They'll do what they have to do. If it takes a week, if it takes 15 days, if it takes 5 days, they'll get it on. And once it's signed, then you can start going on social media and telling us, I've changed allegiance now. I think it'd be great for boxing if AJ won it.
Yeah,
no, honestly, I do. I promise you, Benty. I'm just fed up with Tyson Fury telling boxing fans nonsense about it's going to be a free fight. He's retiring. It's just nonsense. It's like I just don't care anymore.
So you're now team AJ fully?
Yeah, I am. When that fight happens, Joshua is my man.
I like that.
I'm telling you.
I like that.
No, if you'd have asked me that a week ago, I would have said, don't be silly, mate. I'm Tyson Fury all day long. Changed. I'm team AJ.
Well, guys, you heard it from Andy Goldstein, reporter. I think he's a journalist. He's a UK journalist. Yeah, a British journalist who is, of course, a pro Fury fan. I remember Talksport I feed up with pro Fury fans. You know, like Simon Jordan, Jim White. You have Garrett Davis, the same thing. I mean, the Garrett Davis has interviewed Joshua many times, but we know this proof is Team Fury, bro. Almost all of them are Team Fury, so it's very funny to see that Andy Goldstein switched allegiance. So listen, he's tired of Fury's shenanigans. He's tired of Fury's excuses. He's tired of Fury just toying with the feelings of the boxing fan. Listen. I don't know why some people act like it's new. This is not new. We've known Fury to be this. I don't know, man. Should I call Fury a snake? Is he fair if I call him a snake or so? Like, we've known him to be the snake. Like, this guy wanted to get out of the water trilogy fight, even though it didn't really make any sense for him to get out. Like, what sense did he make? None. Like, why did he try to get out of the water trilogy fight? You know, he also, because I remember him signing to fight Joshua then, I think that was the reason. But it's just kind of weird. It's just weird when you look at, Fury's past antecedents and let's say antecedents and stuff like stuff he's done and stuff he said. One moment he was for Palestinian, the other moment he was for Israel. But this guy is everywhere. He's everywhere. He's bad. But nobody calls him out in this bullshit. But I'm beginning to see that the British fans are fed up right now. Even pro Fury fans like Andy Goldstein, who's now Team AJ, you know. So it's one of those things you just look at and have to appreciate. Now, Joshua stated that he will be back, you know. Joshua, of course, blamed himself for his for losing and stuff like that. He said, "Listen, maybe he's not focused enough." According to him right here, he said, "I asked myself today, do I work hard enough? I felt I work hard, but I don't work hard enough. The good thing, I know the solution. Hold myself accountable, don't blame anyone, and change my attitude." What attitude is Joshua referring to? Like, because some might say, well, Joshua is in shape, he's got everything and stuff like that. But you have to understand, this guy right here is dealing with a lot of stuff. I believe that Joshua has mental issues. Let's keep it right here. He does. He has. But I feel like as a 2-time FA World Champion, you shouldn't have that. You should be going in there and doing damage on people. Like, you're known as a knockout artist. Joshua is listen, I was so disappointed after Joshua lost the fight. Like, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I still believe that he was robbed in a way, that second fight. But I was so disappointed I had to go rewatch Joshua fights back. Bro, Joshua was a different beast. He did not care what was coming back. All he needed to do was, all he did was go forward, punch. Like, Joshua is a powerful guy. But something just changed. Something switched. If it's the money, the fame, or it's got some things he needs to clear out. I believe that I personally think Joshua has too many yes men. There are too many yes men in Joshua's corner. And I think it's Joshua's team. I think he needs to get rid of the yes men. You know, yes men will only tell you what you're doing good. And in regards to our brother Joe Joyce saying that he knocked Joshua, he want to beat Joshua, or he wants the revenge in Nigeria. I've spoken to a lot of Nigerians, you know, pro boxing fans, and they're saying like that would be good. That would be good for the culture, you know. Imagine 2 Nigerian fighters with Nigerian heritage, you know, fighting for the biggest prize in boxing in home soil. That would be amazing. But I believe that fight will only happen if Joe Joyce has a world title. If Joe Joyce can get his hands on the WBO title, I believe that fight happens, and it will be kind of a grand finale. It would be huge. Do you know how huge that will be? I mean, I'm looking forward to those kind of fights. You know, I mentioned the Efe Ajagba fighting Joshua in Nigeria then, but looks like that will take a long time before it happens. Ajagba has to be his way back up. And it's funny that people always the people criticize Joshua. Now, let's look at Joshua right now. Joshua can lose let's say 3, 4, 5, 6 times and still would be a draw. That's just a fact. But not a lot of fighters can do that. You know, Joshua is the money man. But I believe that his next fight, he's got to put in the work. He's got to do so. Like he said, he needs to put in the work, because you cannot be the money man forever. If you might have the clout, you might have the commercial advantage, stuff like that. But even if you don't win, but you've got to put in the work in terms of show us something, you know, we know you can do better than what you did last time. And it's funny that I know styles make fight, because you don't say, oh, because fighter A beat fighter B and fighter C. That does not literally that doesn't necessarily mean that fighter A beat fighter D. Fighter D could find a different strategy, could look for a different strategy to beat fighter A, and fighter A will be chucked by that. Boxing is not one dimensional. As fighters, you go prepare, try to get some advantage over your opponent, try to do the right thing and get it right. So as it stands right now, Tyson Fury has caught of the fight, so he said he's gonna fight Mahmoud Shah. Tyson Fury is a bipolar, bro. He's looking for Joshua's reaction. I believe that, and it's funny that I just noticed something today. Each time Tyson Fury talks smack about Joshua, he always gains thousands of followers. I just noticed. So Tyson Fury put his out.
Frank Warren asked me
earlier today, and talking about a whole lot of BS.
Right, Anthony Joshua, where do we start? So the deadline was Monday. Frank Warren asked me and convinced me to let it carry on for another couple of days. Today's Thursday. And even though I knew you wouldn't sign this contract, I allowed Frank to continue doing meetings with your team and your broadcasters and all that. Now we have BT, DAZN and ESPN all on the same page. They are happy with everything. They're all happy, ready to rock and roll. You guys asked for a lot of stuff. You wanted to be co-promoters when you're a voluntary challenger. Guess what? I said give it them. Let them be co-promoters. You wanted full transparency, even though you are not an equal shareholder in this party. Do you know what I said? Give them full transparency. I've got nothing to hide. I'm not trying to rob anybody. I've never robbed anybody of a penny in my life. So now you've got full transparency. Everything's clean and fair. Now, Joshua, the ball is really in your court, son. Everybody is done. If you're a man, and if you've got any sort of dignity and pride about you, you'll get this contract signed today. This is it. There is no more days, weeks, months. You've had the contract now for over 2 weeks, and you still haven't signed it. Show the public that you're really a big coward, that I know you are, and don't sign it. I don't care either way. If you sign it or you don't, it makes...
Bro, I had to cut it off, bro. Fury talks a lot of crap. A lot of really crap. And you know what's funny? 3 hours later, he came out to say, listen, he accepted Manuel Shaw's proposal and said, listen, he like Manuel Shaw wants him and stuff like that, he will fight Manuel Shaw. I'm like, come on, man. It's either you want to fight Joshua or not. If you want to make that fight happen, let your team, Frank Warren, George Warren, Eddie Hearn of Matru Boxing, let them continue, arranging the terms of the contract and stuff like that, because you have to understand Joshua has some commercial obligations. Joshua is a brand. He's not just a boxer that goes in the ring and sign a contract and fight. He's a brand. So I think Fury is talking he's talking his bollocks, bro. Come on. And also you have to understand that the Queen passed away, and negotiations for that fight was kind of postponed, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was. So, man, Fury is just one hell of a hell of a snake, in my opinion. Talk so much crap and so contradictory. Come on, you will say one thing today, then do another tomorrow. Bernard Atobra says, so now you believed Joshua beats Fury and Wilder? Joshua can beat Fury. For sure. Why not? Come on, what are you saying that you believe Joshua beat Fury? Why not? Joshua can. This is a division, bro. Anything can happen. You guys are underestimating Joshua too much. Joshua bashed up Fury in when they fought in the amateurs. Just because Joshua is no longer that hungry the way he was, does not mean he does not beat Fury. Fury be the favorite? I think so. A lot of people would back Fury to beat Joshua, but that would be better. In my opinion, I think Joshua should be he should be the underdog for the fight. You know what I mean? So should be the underdog for the fight because that would actually motivate him more. So you guys will see, like a lot of you guys who are this range, you get to see the real one. But I just hope he has the hunger. If he does not have the hunger anymore, if he feels like, listen, boxing is no longer my thing, I'm not doing it for the love, just for the money, because boxing is one sport. You can be in boxing to make money, but you have to also have passion for it. If not, you get beat a lot of times and you just become a journeyman, or you get seriously hurt. It's not a joke. You have to try to win, in my opinion. Bernard says, Joshua, he's no more a brand, bro. Stop the delusion. Stop the delusion or delusional, bro. What do you mean he's no more a brand? Joshua, what the hell do you mean? Bro, what are you saying? Joshua is no more a brand. What are you saying? Oh man, that's rubbish. What are you saying? Joshua is no more a brand, bro. No boxer in the heavyweight division is bigger than Joshua, has a bigger brand than Joshua. None. I said none. What are you saying, bro? Joshua is sponsored by Box, Jaguar. Bro, let me go check it out, bro. A lot, bro. Let me see. AG Boxing. Anthony Joshua. .com. Let's see. Try to see something right here. 258 MGT. Is that not? Yeah, that must wait. This Joshua's stuff. 258mgt.com. Let's see. All right, I'm on the site right now. This is Joshua Management Company, co-owned by Joshua. And sponsorships. Let's look at it right here. They have lost, Wait. So, bro, these are like brands that Joshua has. Wait. British Airways, Buck Powders, Lucozade, Buhoman, BSR, McDonald's, Glow, DAZN, EA Sports, Everlast, Hugo Boss, O2, StubHub, Under Armour, YouTube, Adidas, William Hill, Sweet. Bro, what the hell are you guys saying? Joshua is listen. Joshua's brand, he's like, it's like he dwarfs anybody. What the hell are you saying? He dwarfs all the heavyweight boxers. They are not even close. Are we gonna talk about followership? What are you saying? Bernard Atobra says, and what's Jojo's chances against Fury? I will support Jojo against Fury all day. Just is our brother, bro. He's a Nigerian brother, and I've had him on the channel as well, and I'm gonna have him again very soon. I need to get a new mic before I do the interview, or maybe because this mic might just disappoint me. I'm even lucky that the mic works, because yesterday it took over 2 hours. I was just like, damn, man. So it's working today, but I need to get a new one. It's funny how this mic, how it got damaged, but I only use it to record and stuff like that, for podcast and just like that only. Big ups to my brother Michael Buford. He says he saw the Jojo's fight and realized he's not good enough. Yeah, you are right. Joshua, I think something is missing in Joshua. It's either the motivation, or he listens to so much. Listen, I think there are only 3 things. I would say, first, lack of motivation, lack of love for the sport. Maybe he doesn't love boxing anymore, like he used to. 2 would be listening to too much noise, listening to too much. Is one thing to be criticized, but it's another thing to take it in you and start thinking about it all, saying, oh, I'm not doing this, should I do this? It's just like how Joshua, I think in the Parker fight, when I remember when he was criticized a lot. People say, where Joshua can't box, he's a robot, he's a robot, he's this, he's that, he comes forward, he knocked you out, but he doesn't box. And what Joshua did was he added a lot in his game, more boxing in his game, and he had boxed Parker. But that fight was people say, whoa, was that a fight? They started criticizing Joshua again, saying, whoa, they were so boring and stuff like that. So you can never satisfy some people, but that's why I say he needs to stick to his original style, the one he knows best, which is knocking people out, going there without fear, and throwing punches. We know that the stamina, stuff like that, but Joshua's advantage is that he carries a big punch. Joshua lands on you, you are feeling it. Facts. I don't care who you are, I don't care how strong your chin is. Joshua lands clean on you, you are feeling it. Facts. So that's why when people say, oh, he's gonna get beat by this guy, I'm just laughing at these guys. Listen, you cannot compare Usyk to those guys. Usyk is a boxing maestro. You guys don't know what that means. Boxing maestro. I mean, some people know, but they act dumb. They think that it doesn't matter. Usyk is a boxing maestro. Only few fighters, dead or alive, can really beat Usyk in a boxing match, pure boxing match. This guy's footwork is an A-level footwork, and Joshua almost caught him. So just because he lost to Usyk twice, even though I believe that the second fight was a robbery, the referee started with Usyk, but he should have won. He should have upped his game and put heat on Usyk. He didn't do that. He did it round 9 and then round 10 he didn't do it. If that was Jojo's would never stop. That's the difference between Joshua and Jojo's. Jojo's don't stop. He's got the engine of a Godzilla. You know what I mean? A Godzilla's engine is crazy. So that's what Jojo's got. A Godzilla engine. He doesn't get tired. He gets tired, but you don't see it, and it keeps moving forward. So that's one of those things you look at and you have to appreciate. Well, my mic is acting up right now, so like I said this mic, I'm even lucky that is working. I guess it was stopped now. Anyway, before he does, let me just say my stuff. Big ups to Micah Bufo, who says, I watched AJ Oat fights when he was 8-0, 10-0. He was throwing combinations. Mike is gone. He was throwing combinations, punches. He was fluid, and I saw the high of the tiger in his eyes. I really wanted it. I don't see it in his eyes anymore. You're right, brother. Sad, man. Sad. But I believe he will get it back. He needs to. Joshua needs to fight like a poor man. Fight like a poor man. Fight like as if you're hungry. Fight like you used to do before you made money. Because even though Joshua didn't know, it's fucked up. Even though even though Joshua didn't take up boxing for money, I think the money kind of made him different. And it's sad. Anyways, guys, my mic is acting up. Can't wait to get a new one. And I'll be lucky. It's working now. Big ups to each and every one of you. And catch you in this one.
Saying, you know what the fuck going on, man. I'm in that bit with my manager, man. Geeked up.
Molly, you cool for this one.
That boy a fool. Took that nigga down, we going under. Bitch, I'm really hell. This Drake, I got whole 75 rounds. This bag gon' kiss the shells. My opposition's on list. Lil' bro gon' hit my bitch, gon' pay they bell. That drop, make a J twin speedy, need a fist, little shot, go get the scale. Don't ask me about no gun, I'ma look at you dumb. We ain't got shit for sale. They try to play me like a pun, feeding me crumbs, they all they food still. I'm digging until she come, that shit in her lungs, I'm drilling like a nail. Them op hoes get hung, niggas ain't done, I'm leaving, bitches pale. Young Sam don't fight a fuss, my clip a plus, but I can still subtract. I was locked in that cell fucked up, boy, don't get bucked for all your food and snacks. I'm racist like the Ku Klux, I don't like niggas, but my gun black. These bullets stick like thumbtacks, I done locked in with the A-Rab, this the M92 Drake pack. That hoe can't sit in my lap. I'ma introduce her to the breakdown, trap, shoot, dice, and no crap. My gun pass out naps.